Good evening. Welcome back to Big Mike VGC and another episode of Poetry and VGC. In the last episode, I received a request to do some Japanese death haikus, so today I have a collection of 4 of the haikus. A traditional haiku has the syllable pattern of 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables, but because these are translated from Japanese, it may seem a little off. Different numbers, but it's okay. Let's just sit back, relax, and enjoy. I will be giving a short analysis for each haiku after we read them, and please enjoy this battle in the background. The first haiku. On a journey, ill, my dream goes wandering over withered fields, by Basho. This one you can clearly pick up on the theme of death, even though it's not specifically given in a title. You can tell in the first line that the author is, giving an action to the death, or giving an action to the concept of being ill. It's a journey, and he's coming to the end. His dream is going wandering, that, he's doing something. He's not having a passive death. He is living out the last moments of his life over withered fields. The classic tranquil image of walking through fields, even though this one may be close to death. He's really emphasizing that the sort of twilight of the life, the last few moments, and why it's so impactful and important. Very calming. We're going to move on to the next one, though. The earth is fragrant, with plum petals falling on my way home. Now this one is a little bit less clear about what the theme is initially, but the earth is fragrant, with plum petals falling on my way home. The last line really gives the key theme of a journey again, like we experienced in the last haiku. The petals are falling from the tree. It's time for the tree to go. It's winter of this person's life. And it's fragrant, like he's not going out sad. The earth is fragrant. Sort of a joyful message to going out. The petals are falling on his way home. It's very clear that on his way home is indeed death. But he's sort of not only just normalizing it, but he is also emphasizing the journey again. And he is sort of being happy about it. Or he is experiencing another great aspect of life, maybe. That even though he is close to the end, the earth is fragrant. I think that's a good frame of mind to have. Another great haiku, I think. So we're going to move on. This is the third one, excuse me. Depths of cold, unfathomable, ocean roar, by Kisenjo. Now this one is a little bit less expressive than I think the last two. Depths of cold, unfathomable, ocean roar. This is sort of confusing. There's not a lot of description towards what the author is trying to say, obviously because it's a haiku, but also because of the word choice. Depths of cold, again, feeling cold is a common theme or a common feeling of death. Unfathomable, maybe being confused. Maybe the author is trying to emphasize the confusion around dying, the sudden rush of emotions and feelings and thoughts whenever someone is dying. It sort of reminds me of the stages of grief almost. Depths of cold, that cold, bitter feeling, unfathomable, the questioning, the wondering why something is happening, and the ocean roar. Interesting to think about. And now we're going to move on to the fourth one, which is my personal favorite out of this list. Within the vast and empty autumn night, dawn breaks. I really like the powerful imagery that the author Kinko is trying to say here. Within the vast and empty. He's trying to paint a picture in the mind's eye of the reader. It's a vast and empty autumn night. The autumn night right before winter. Cold night. Cold, maybe bitter, but maybe not. Dawn breaks. It's that traditional light that we think about when death is coming. Dawn breaks. It sort of is uplifting. after that third haiku, it's the uplifting image of dawn breaks. The theme, the night, like the night is darkest before the dawn sort of analogy there. So I really like these 4 haikus. Thank you for the suggestion. If you want to leave a suggestion down below for the next haiku, I would be glad to look into it and possibly choose it. So in this battle, I had to show this one. I did a batch of recordings. I did a couple of battles, and I had to show this one first because it was great. So I'm using the Sun team. The team will be up in an image in the beginning, but the other opponent had a Sun team as well. So I sort of expected him to pick the Whimsicott and the Togekiss lead because that's a really good lead. I don't know what he was planning to do. He didn't use Follow Me or anything, but he had a pretty nasty team, and I predicted his lead very well. As you could see, turn 1 was just great for me. I don't think he was expecting the max Airstream. Dragapult is such a good Pokemon, it's ridiculous. And then the Choice Specs Heliolisk. I didn't have the Sun up, but it doesn't matter. That thing is really strong. So I was able to beat this opponent pretty easily. In other news, we made it up to the Pokeball tier, which is great. We're climbing the ranks. I have 2 more battles that I have pre-recorded. That means that I will be using this team 2 more times in upcoming videos. I may try to space it out a little bit as to keep my content varied. But I really enjoyed using the Sun team. I didn't think it was going to be that strong, but you'll see in other videos where I use Shiftry and Ninetales together pretty well. Even though Ninetales is so weak, I really hate that. You'll see in a different video, but I went for a move that I thought would definitely take out an opponent, but didn't even come close. So this team worked really well. I don't think it's as good as the Steam Engine Colossal team. This team is pretty weak, especially to rock types. Like Colossal itself, it would have a hard time beating. There's not a lot of coverage against fire types, obviously because it's a Sun team, so you can't really run water types that well. And there's no ground types, but other than that, it's not bad. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.